Good evening, Redskin fans, and welcome to the Redskin Broadcasting Network. We're coming to you live on this beautiful Friday night from Trumann, Arkansas, where your senior Redskins are getting ready to take battle against the Trumann Wildcats. We're waiting for captains to step out on the field. We've got both teams still warming up a little bit, getting ready. Facilities here at Trumann, they've really stepped it up over the years here, and they've done a great job. It's beautiful out here.
Yeah, it's a lot different than what we were used to down at the old field, but way better facilities. The visitors fans have to watch what they say. It's a little bit close to the sideline over there, so you have to kind of make sure you mind your P's and Q's a little bit. But while we're waiting on the captains, last week we had a week off because Cave City went down to 8-man.
Yes, sir.
I got to go on a little field trip and go watch my nephews who play for my nephew plays for Farmington. Farmington played Greenbrier, and got to watch a young man run the football for Greenbrier by the name of Enoch Hassan. Enoch, all he did last Friday night was carry the ball 39 times for 353 yards and 4 touchdowns.
That's it.
For Greenbrier. Yes, one of the best. And he was also the Coaches in the Mouth podcast player of the week last week. You guys probably know Coaches in the Mouth. They've taken good care of us here, and we definitely encourage you guys to. Usually their broadcast comes out on their podcast is posted usually on Thursday, so I encourage you guys to look that up on YouTube and listen to that every week. Hear Jeff Williams, former Pocahontas Redskin and son of George Dave Williams, and
yes, sir.
They do a wonderful job, and I don't think there's anybody that knows any more about Arkansas high school football than Jeff Williams. He's definitely an expert, and he knows the ins and outs of the entire place, so we appreciate him very much. So,
without a doubt.
Looks like we're getting about ready for captains, I see. Maybe not. Looks like we're still waiting a little bit.
Talk about the facilities, Aaron, and Mark, if you could get a shot of that video board, man. Trumann has really stepped up with some sponsorships and got a really nice facility like we're talking about. Video board is just second to none. Talk about Coaches in the Mouth. Joe, we call him Coach Jeff Williams. We all call him Oak back home, but he's a former Redskin player, but always a Redskin at heart. And we appreciate, like Aaron said, everything he does to help support us here at Redskin Broadcasting Network.
And Arkansas Hall of Fame.
Arkansas
Hall of Famer. He's now presently the athletic director at Springdale Harbor, I believe.
Yep.
And so he's, really appreciate everything he does for us and the information he gives. But I've been approached, sometimes we get approached outside of here about, Redskins are 2-3. So I want to talk about that just for a minute while the captains are making their way to midfield.
Okay.
Redskins are 2-3. We've only lost, the 3 people we've lost to, Brock, have been Salem, last year's 3A state champion.
May repeat.
Gosnell, who I believe several media outlets have them 5 to 10, depending on where they're at. And Batesville Southside, who most of the media outlets have in the top 5. That's who we've lost to this year. And none of them been blowouts.
No. Not
we've played with all of these teams fairly well. And, so these Redskins are playing hard. They're doing a good job. And they're a good football team. And we've watched them improve every week.
Exactly.
And going to make another run to the state playoffs this year.
I told Coach Chester earlier this week, I said, Gosnell's got a good football team. Southside's got a good football team. Neither one of those teams are 20 points better than the Redskins. I can promise you that. They're not. With great points, Aaron, the record may not be where anyone wants it to be, where the coaches want it to be, but we have faced the meat of the conference already.
Yeah, absolutely. So the captains, I'll go ahead and call them out for the Redskins, are number 63, Kyle Cole is who I have. Number 13, which is Payne Swan. Number 6, which is Salem Morse. And number 43, which is Lou Alaskan.
Yeah, Aaron, real quick, I'm going to turn Dane's mic on so we can see if we can catch the coin flip.
Guys, good luck tonight. Congratulations on being selected team captains for your respective teams. Okay, big game tonight, big conference game. Let's have good sportsmanship. Let's keep everybody free from injury if we can. Okay, Pocahontas is visitors. Tails, American flag. Heads on that side. What's your call? Tails is the call. We'll let hit. Okay. It's tails. You won the toss. You won football. Okay. You'll pick the spot. Okay. Got a little swing over there by John. You guys come over and stand here by me. That'll work right there. Pocahontas won the toss.
Pocahontas has won the toss and will receive the opening kick.
Take it up one more time.
All right, so Truman's captains is Isaiah Carrillo. I hope I pronounced that right. I apologize. Devin Smithson and Cash Hunt.
All right.
Very good.
And so while we wait on the skins to run through, I talked about Jeff, the Coaches in the Mouth podcast. One of the interesting facts, they were talking about all these high-scoring games across the state. You've got teams like Elkins that scored 87 points last week.
Yeah.
I believe there's been several like that. To be in the top 20 offenses in the state of Arkansas, you only need to average 43 points a game, guys. To be in the top 20.
Wow.
So definitely some high-flying offenses out there in Arkansas high school football.
So does that mean we got high-flying offenses, or we got some nobody's playing old-school defense?
Jeff actually asked that question.
Okay, there you go.
And nobody had a real good answer.
Yeah. That's funny.
I got a quick question. Mike, you may be able to answer this. How many father-son coaches are in the Hall of Fame in Arkansas?
Oh, wow.
Oh, Lord. That is a tough one.
I know two.
Yeah.
While Mike's looking that up, 3 big games in the 3-4A tonight, other than this one, or 2 big games. This game, Pocahontas Trumann, Blyville at Gosnell tonight, Southside at Highland tonight. So we'll try to keep you updated as we are with those scores. Definitely going to affect playoff seeding and how this conference finishes.
100%, Aaron. I'm with you. I mean, those games could go either way.
Yep.
I mean, somebody like last week, you talked about Gosnell last week, the week before that. I feel like we played last week. But I mean, we had a little clock glitch there before halftime, nobody's fault, but that was another 7 points for them. That's a 14-point game, Who knows what would happen coming out of halftime. So, anyway, we're getting ready here at Trumann, Arkansas, and your Redskins will receive the football, and as always, we got Mr. Ballard, X-Man back, and who's on the other side?
Brandon Arnold.
Brandon Arnold, as always. Looks like Landon Adams will do the kicking for the Wildcats here. Ball is straight up and down. Let's see what they decide to do. Of course, as always, kicking off from the 40-yard line. Redskins await at the 15. They want to kick it onside, step up to try to catch the football, and did our front line grab it? Yes, they did.
Number 14, Sadler Jackson there, Brock, did a good job of hanging on to that football because it definitely looked like it could have come out. It was a great onside kick by Trumann. Good job there by Sadler to hang on to that football and to pay attention to what was going on.
It was either Sadler or nobody because he was there by
the only
himself.
one there. Yep.
So good job, Sadler.
It gives the Redskins great opening field position, too.
All right, Redskins going to come out, trips the near side of the field. One man in the backfield, and as always, Mr. James at quarterback. X-Man in the backfield. James will keep it himself this time over the 50, up over the going to call it the 44-yard line, and it'll be about a 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, good run there by Spencer James. Good fake on the toss, and once again spreading out that offense definitely opens that up.
Redskins want to go fast. James this time hands it off to the X-Man. X-Man jumps across, going to be real close to that first down. I believe he's going to have it.
Give him a Barton's first down and put us into positive territory.
Redskins approach the ball. No breathing tonight, guys. Hand off to the X-Man again. X-Man gets hit in the shoulder pad to bring him down, or he would have got big yardage. Going to gain about 4 yards on the play.
I'd like to see the replay there. It looked like somebody may have got a hand in a face mask, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It was a nice clothesline, if not a face mask, fellas.
Thank you, Jared. This time, James wants to throw it. He's got Arnold out in the flat. Arnold's going to pick up some positive yardage. Going to be close to that. No, it's going to be a first down. Looks like he's pushed out at, where are they going?
25-yard line.
All right,
he's gotten all the way down to the 25-yard line. Good block out there by Ryder Baltz and Mace and, Payne Swan.
That'll be another Barton's first down. James takes a snap, wants to keep it himself up the middle. James ahead for a hard 5 yards.
Another good tough run there by James.
10:44 left here in the first quarter of play.
Sorry, folks, while we're talking here, we're getting some buffering on our stream, so we're trying to open the windows up so we can get a better signal here. So if you hear
that last run there was by Xavier Ballard.
James takes a snap himself. James across the 5, going to push towards the end zone, inside the 5-yard line, and 1st and 10 Redskins, 1st and goal. Another Barton's first down.
Looks like he's right at the 2, Brock.
Redskins are going fast. Xavier dives ahead. Still
Looks
not
like they're
going to
mark him about the half-yard line. He's real close.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 1 or goal for the Redskins. James, shotgun snap in the backfield. James takes it himself, pushes forward, gets stopped again. Trumann defense is standing up here.
Yeah, number 18, I don't have a roster for them, but number 18 from Trumann made those last 2 tackles, and you got both teams switching out with a few heavier guys up front to try to punch this thing in.
Yeah, it's Logan Marsh for Trumann.
we're going to see X-Man at that Wildcat quarterback spot.
Yep. Buddy's going to stay in the, looks like we're going to have a timeout.
I believe Trumann called that timeout to try to respond to that heavy set there of Pocahontas.
We want to take the timeout with them?
No, let's stay here for just a minute. Yeah, so I wanted to.
It's been fast and furious, guys.
I want to get on our keys to the game while we got a second here. I want to talk about Ballard versus Rolford. We're going to and we've seen a lot of James running the ball in this first series, right? But really, I want to watch that running back battle tonight. This Rolford kid from Trumann, he's regularly going over 200 yards a game this year, even in the losing efforts. Yeah, Arzell Rolford is who we're going to look at. We're going to look at no lost yardage plays, okay? We've done a pretty good job of that this year. Need that to continue, and we need to eliminate those costly penalties. We know we had a penalty in that the Gosnell game we were talking about, had a touchdown called back, so we got to watch that.
Good breakdown, Mike. All right, 3rd and goal for the Redskins. Like Mike said, Wildcat with X-Man. X-Man takes a snap, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins, Xavier Ballard.
Sandhill Dentistry touchdown there. That's just we've talked about this before. The Redskins, they don't really try to trick anybody there. You got all your blockers on one side. We just overload that side of the line of scrimmage and go straight in. So that's just, you got to win that particular spot and get your back across.
I'll tell you, that number 73 For Trumann, the one with the pink T-shirt hanging out, he's a large man, and somebody moved him. They did it again.
Redskins will line up for 2-point conversion. Hand it to the next man again in the Wildcat. 2-point conversion good. Your Redskins are up 8-0 with 9 minutes left in the first quarter of play.
Pizza Place in Pocahontas delivers your favorite foods. Order online, through the Domino's app, or call 870-637-0866 now.
Located at 3487 Highway 67 North in Walnut Ridge, Kavanaugh GM Supercenter is proud to be your GMC, Buick, and Chevrolet dealership of choice. They not only offer sales, but also assure brilliant after-sales services for your vehicle.
All right, back here at Trumann, Arkansas, we barely had time to breathe. 3 minutes have ticked off the clock, and the Redskins marched it straight down the field and scored their first touchdown along with the 2-point conversion. Austin George will be on to do the kicking honors as usual. Let's see what the Redskin coaching staff decides to do here. Looks like we're angling it a little bit, guys. High pooch, what do you think?
Kick into 72 on the middle line.
All right. George approaches.
Good call, Jared.
Nice. 25 steps in front of him and grabs it. He's going to push down to the 46-yard line.
Number
That's where
47. Oh, I'm sorry, Brock. Number 47, Ryder Baltz on that stop for the Redskins. Now, one of the things that, Mike went over his keys to the game, and we were talking before the game started, and, no secrets. The Redskins are supposed to win this football game.
Right.
Okay. Not taking anything away from Truman, but we come down here and we're supposed to win. Okay. However, in order to do that, we can't turn the ball over. You turn the ball over, everything can change. Just ask the Salem Greyhounds last week that turned the ball over twice in a game that they should have won 3 touchdowns, and they won by 6.
All right. Hurlford in the backfield, like Mike said. Hand off, pitch to him this time. Ball's on the ground. Redskins recover. Number 2, Brendan Arnold recovers the football. Redskin offense is back in business.
Yeah, just botched handoff there, and Arnold looked down and said, "Oh, there's a football rolling beside."
Yeah. It was funny. He thought it'd be a handoff, but he kind of pitched it.
Yeah, kind of a pitch. Yeah, just kind of a botch.
So,
Aaron, I don't know. I mean, I don't. You may have got a chance to watch the junior high game last night, but
I did.
They're running the same set as the junior high.
Yes, sir. I agree with you. James in the backfield by himself, throws it out in the flat to X-Man. Truman's all over it, and there's going to be a loss on the play.
And then again, we talked about trying to stay away from that lost yardage play.
That was just good pursuit there by Truman. They saw it as soon as that ball left Spencer's hands. They were all over that play.
Yeah, Mike, I'm with you. I noticed they spin it.
Yeah.
They throw like a missile.
Last night I thought, okay, it's just a junior high quarterback doing that. But from that, it looks like that may be the way they're being taught to do that.
2nd and 12 for the Redskins. Ball on the 48-yard line. Arnold split closest to us over here. 2 men to the far side. This time James wants to keep it himself. He's back in positive territory down at the 47-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and, I forgot about that. 3rd and 7 on the play.
Yeah, he got the 2 negative yards back plus 3 more.
Yep.
Good 5-yard hard run there by Spencer.
3rd and 7. This time we're going to throw the football. Flag on the play.
I think that's going to be holding, guys.
Yeah.
I think Xavier grabbed him there at the last second.
Yeah.
Definitely holding. Maybe.
I think he was out of the tackle box.
He was. He can't be
And the ball did go across the line of scrimmage.
That's right.
So.
Yeah, James rolled out that time, tried to throw it to man in the flat, and Truman just had some good penetration.
Good pursuit there by Truman.
Exactly. We'll see what the officials decide.
7:38 left in the first quarter.
Holding on the Redskins. Let's see what Trumann decides to do. They're going to go ahead and accept the penalty. So we'll replay the third down.
Give us 3rd and Harrisburg.
3rd and Harris. I knew that was coming, Mike. 3rd and a long way.
Or maybe since we're in Trumann, 3rd and Jerry's Steakhouse.
Ain't quite Mark Tree yet.
Okay.
James in the backfield, the X-Man. This time James wants to throw the football across his body. X-Man's over there, gets the catch. First down and more, brought down at the 37-yard line, and the Redskins are back in business.
Good pass there by Spencer. Good catch and run by X-Man. Fighting off a few tackles, and every time he gets the ball, whether he's running from the line of scrimmage or catching a pass, he's always shedding tackles.
And that's a look that
James keeps it himself, pushes forward for about 4 yards.
That's that look we saw, I believe, is in the Southside game for the first time, where James heads one direction, get the safety and linebacker's eyes pointing in one direction, and throws back across his body to X-Man on the other side of the field.
It's a great play, hard play by quarterback too. All right, James hands it to X-Man this time. X-Man's across the 35 into the 28-yard line.
He's going to be about a yard short, it looks like, Brock. He's going to be 3rd and a yard.
We had a couple Barton's first downs there, so Redskins are pushing forward for another one. 3rd and 1. James hands it off again.
They may call him a little bit short.
It's going to be real close. I think they're going to give it to him, though. Looks like the head linesman's waving the chains on. So.
All right, another Barton's first down for the Redskins. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Redskins. No huddle once again. James wants to roll out this time. Looks in the flat. He's got Swan. Another first down?
Yeah, good crossing pattern there by Swan. Will come back, crossover. Excellent pitch and catch there.
Make our second trip into the Domino's red zone of the evening. And knocking on the door looking for more.
Hands it off to X-Man again. Going to get a couple yards on it, but Trumann defense was all over him that time. Barton's is first downs, keeping them in the ball game. And
they've definitely watched some film. They know to key on number 21 in the backfield.
James takes it himself this time, looks to pitch the football, but tucks it in. Going to be down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, just a couple yards. Not much running room there. Spread it out. Trumann had pretty good sideline pursuit there and got him on the ground.
Okay. Going to bring up 3rd and we'll call it 7. 5 minutes left here in the first quarter of play. Redskins back on the ball, letting nobody get set. James. I think that's going to be motion.
I was going to say they may give that to X-Man. He took off early.
Motion on the Redskins. That'll back them up.
A little bit of confusion. The Redskin coaching staff's wanting them to go faster and got to the line, and a little confusion on that play there, I believe.
Yeah, it's hard. You run 6-7 plays in a row, and you're just rolling.
It's really hard on those big guys up front.
Yes, it is. Carter Couch, the super senior, leads them to the line. James in the backfield by himself. Wants to throw the football, gets hit in the backfield, knocked down.
Yeah. So our left tackle over there did not know the play, did not know the snap count. And that was just 2 plays in a row that the Redskins just looked really discombobulated out there.
Redskins are going to take a timeout.
Local Domino's Pizza Place in Pocahontas delivers your favorite foods. Order online, through the Domino's app, or call 870-637-0866 now.
Located at 3487 Highway 67 North in Walnut Ridge, Kavanaugh GM Supercenter is proud to be your GMC, Buick, and Chevrolet dealership of choice. They not only offer sales, but also assure brilliant after-sales services for your vehicle.
All right, we're back here out of timeout.
Yeah, we only had 2 of our linemen there on that last play, Brock. It looked like they knew what the snap count was. We had 3 guys still in their stance, actually, whenever Spencer James got hit. So go back and clean that up a little bit. Hopefully take a shot at the end zone here.
4th and 18. Mason's pre-split to the far side of the field. Looks like James is going to throw the football over the middle. Nobody there, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah. Redskin guards are struggling a little bit on pass protection. They're definitely getting right up through the middle between the guards and the tackle there. Truman, give credit to Truman. They've done a good job of getting guys in the backfield.
They have.
On every pass play.
They haven't given up either. I mean, they could have definitely given up when we're breaking off runs, but they did not. All right, Truman will take it over. First and 10, ball on the 25-yard line. Pitch this time. Going to give it about a couple of yards. That's going to be Rolford.
About to the 24 there, Brock.
Drake Harlow is your quarterback, number 11.
Matt Womack on the tackle there.
Okay.
We haven't even got to our lineups tonight, guys. Just been trying to make sure we had a good picture going. But 4:06 left to go in the first quarter. It looks like we're rolling out the same defense 2 games in a row now, which is something we haven't really done up to this point.
Harlow in the backfield with Rolford. This time Harlow wants to throw the football, tries to throw it to Rolford, and incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, the pass was just a little bit offline. He was definitely open, had some running room, but
my understanding is Rolford is kind of the lightning. They've got a thunder and lightning combo. They got some bigger backs that they're going to throw at us tonight as well.
Yeah. Got Lane Thielemeyer again this week on a defensive end role, and then number 77, Mr. Edwards, who's been with us for 2 or 3 games now.
Rolford comes out this time in the Wildcat as the quarterback. Takes the snap, bobbles it. Redskins are all over and pushes him back for a loss.
Yeah. That's going to make it decision time for Truman here. It's going to be 4th down and 8. You're on your own 28-yard line. I would assume you would want to, in a 8-point ball game, you'd want to go ahead and punt the football here. We'll see what the Redskins do, if we keep the defense in or if we send a man back to receive.
Our junior high team got a little fooled last night.
They did. We're putting Swans going in on the defensive line, on defensive end.
Vandergriff. All right, they punt it before we can get set. Ball's going to take a Truman bounce down to the 34-yard line. That's where the Redskins will take it over, 1st and 10.
Yeah, good punt there by Truman, good roll. Redskins choose to stay in on defense, and it could have been that we may have remembered what happened last night, right?
Yeah. Our junior high team, who come up with a huge win last night, was Truman caught him not looking and run a fake punt on him in about the same position on the field, and got their 1st down, got back in the game, but hey, Redskins stopped them. Arnold and Swan split to the near side of the field, hand it to the X-Man. X-Man pushes forward, a couple solid yards on the play.
Yeah, looks like they're going to give him About 3. They're brought up to the 37-yard line.
Okay. Bring up 2nd and 7 for the Redskins. 2:50 left here in the first quarter.
3 yards in a cloud of turf pellets.
Yeah, no more dust. Well, we still got dust in our field. But anyway. Carter Couch leads them up to the line. Arnold Swan. James fakes the pitch, takes it himself. Trumann's all over it, brought him down at the line of scrimmage.
You know, something we saw the junior high skins. We saw it once against Southside. Putting Arnold on a jet sweep might be another way to get to the edge.
3rd and 7. Priest split to the far side of the field. Looks like he wants to throw it over there to Priest. Priest with a big catch.
Yeah, great catch there by Mason Priest, the senior. Redskins going to have it all the way down to the Trumann 31-yard line. Beautiful throw. Once again, you know, what we've seen mostly all year from James is he's going to put it where his man can catch it or nobody can catch it, and that's exactly what he did again.
You got it. Great catch by the senior, Mason Priest, over there. This time, James going to keep it himself off the tackle. Looks like they're going to give him 4 yards.
Yeah, about 5 there, Brock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that once again there, that we've seen that a couple times now, the option play. Spencer had an option to pitch that to X-Man, but the outside man that he was keying on took X-Man instead of him.
James looks the option again, keeps it himself. He might have got a half a yard on that.
Trumann stacking the box much as they can. They're putting man-to-man coverage on the wideouts. They had one guy sitting at high safety.
This time, James wants to throw it out. Has Priest again. Priest breaks loose. Priest towards the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A senior, Mason Priest.
Yeah, good pitch and catch, and that was going to be, you know, Priest saw they were one man short. Or Spencer saw they were one man short out there in the flat, so he just pitched it out there, and you got a long way to run when you're one man short out there.
Thank Mason Priest for that Sandhill Dentistry touchdown.
Yes, sir. And a Barton's first down before that.
First down, we were racking them up.
In the Domino's red zone, we're just rolling. 45 seconds left. X-Man going to take it on the Wildcat, does not get in the end zone, so that's going to be 14-0. Your Redskins lead with 45 seconds left in the first quarter of play.
Dining establishment that specializes in serving high-quality steaks, mouth-watering catfish, and daily plate lunch specials. As one satisfied customer said, it's the kind of place where you can enjoy good country fare, solid and filling, like the kind your grandmother served you on Sunday after church.
The Randolph County Chamber of Commerce is a voluntary organization composed of business and professional men and women and other citizens who believe that through united action the progress of its community can be materially enhanced and that living conditions can be continuously improved.
All right. Touchdown by the Redskins. Senior Mason Priest. 2 big catches that time.
It's okay, Mike. I've seen them on Monday Night Football take them to almost the end of the first quarter to get started on that.
You know, I mean,
it happens.
We've got
sometimes you just got to have so much action. You can't.
We have had.
We've had a fumble. We've had 2 touchdowns. I mean, just good all-around play here by the Redskins.
Just a lot going on.
A lot going on. Plus, we're still kind of a little bit hungover from that Jerry steak.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of loaded down there. That's a great point.
That was good stuff. George, remember my name, is on to kick the football. High kick. Trumann catches it, brings it down. Boy, I thought he was going to drop that.
I did too.
I thought we were going to catch it.
That was a dangerous reception there.
Truman's going to take over 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line.
45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Y'all saw several different formations out of Trumann last night. I know y'all saw the power eye. You saw the spread a few times. Was there anything else they come out in?
I think they ran a T at one time.
Ran a T, yep.
All right, Trumann has got a large man in the backfield, and he gets the carry. What number is he? Wow. 55? Was that it? No.
No, he was tackled by 21 Ballard, but I believe 35. Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be.
Well, he has got to be the thunder of the Thunder and Lightning.
Gavin Cubitt.
So, yeah,
he's fullback size.
He played against us last year.
Okay. Looks like he's going to stay in the power eye as the halfback. They're going to give it to Gavin again. Hold him up in the backfield. Redskins polish him off right at the line of scrimmage.
George got him on the shoestring, and Womack came in and finished him up.
Yeah. That's the end of the first quarter, guys.
All right. Redskins lead 14-0.
Barnes' experienced staff for project advice, free services, and quality products to make their projects a success for over 140 years. From your vision to your happy space, build it better with Barnes. Shop in-store or online at barnes.com.
At GTS Physical Therapy in Pocahontas, we're redefining what hometown care looks like. Our team uses the latest techniques and cutting-edge technology to help you heal faster and move better. With innovative treatments like hot laser therapy, the Newbie system, and dry needling, we can target pain, restore strength, and get you back to doing what you love. Conveniently located at 2520 Thomasville in Pocahontas, GTS Physical Therapy is proud to be a part of this community. GTS Physical Therapy, strengthening our hometown.
All right, we're back here. Second quarter action coming up. We flop sides of the field.
Jared, any stats that stand out yet so far in the game?
Honestly, Spencer James has had a fantastic game. The passing, he's 6 for 8 for 105 yards and a touchdown today. We haven't seen much in the passing game. It's been more of a rushing team for us, but tonight the passing game's taken over.
Ruffled in the backfield, gets the handoff. Redskins defense is all over him.
Austin George and cousin Brucey in on the tackle. Brucey!
Austin's got to go off. He lost his helmet there on that tackle. Just a great heads-up play getting through the line there. Looks like Trumann's going to decide to punt the football again on 4th down.
So, Jared, you mentioned that James over 100 yards passing. This first game this year, he's went over 100 yards passing, I believe.
Second.
Second
It
game.
is the first game that he's won over 100 yards passing in the first quarter, though.
Okay. Fantastic.
Salem Morris in here on special teams for the Redskins.
Looks like Trumann. Oh, bad snap. Trumann going to try to run for it. Redskins defense all over him, pushes him out of bounds at the 45, and that's where the Redskins will take over.
We were not set up for the block on that one, so we really didn't have anybody crashing down. Gave him a little bit of time to collect himself, but they got in there pretty quick once they saw the muffed hold.
Great pursuit angle by Ryder Bolts there coming in to clean him up.
Yep, just a little low snap by the long snapper there, went right between the punter's legs. And not much you can do with it once it gets behind you when you're the punter.
And we start off, again, great field position on the positive side of the 50.
And we talked, I talked about before we couldn't turn the ball over. Well, we've actually +2 on turnovers.
That's right. Yeah, we're
now in this football game.
We were +1 coming into the game.
Redskins stay in the same formation. James wants to throw the football, looks for Arnold down the field. Arnold's got it! gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins.
Another beautiful throw there by Spencer James to Arnold. Arnold just came free at the last minute. And you got to be a pretty fast individual to keep up with him streaking down the field. And so,
would you say, Mike, he dropped that one right in the basket?
Dropped the biscuit in the basket.
Oh, he sure did on that one, buddy.
That puts us up 20-0 with 11:17 left to go in the second quarter.
All right. Great throw by James. Great catch by Arnold. Time Balch joins them out in the spread to the right side of the field. James stays in. James hands it off to the X-Man for the two-point conversion. X-Man tries to crawl forward and doesn't get it. So 11-17 left here in the second quarter play. Your Redskins up 20-0.
Is located at 2654 Thomasville in Pocahontas. For the skilled, caring, and professional family dentist you deserve, please stop by to see Dr. Josh Toney and his wonderful staff.
Whether you are looking for supplies for your latest home project or need a few things for around the farm, you'll find it at Buckeye. With a complete line of farm products, work clothing, and the ultimate lawn and garden center, Buckeye is truly a one-stop shopping adventure. An old-style general store with all the products you could ever imagine, friendly smile included.
All right. Getting ready for the Redskins kickoff here. Let's see what the coaches decide to do. Last time George kicked it really high, really short, and he almost got it. That guy on the front line, he snatched it for Trumann. Remember my name, Austin George. Looks like he's got that ball a little angled there, guys. Let's see what happens. Kicking off from the 45 as usual. High kick. Fair catch called. Ball taken on the 38-yard line. That's where Trumann will take it over 1st and 10. 11-17 left in the second quarter of play.
Walnut Ridge 16, Rivercrest 14 at the end of the first quarter.
Okay.
We've also got Southside at Highland tonight, as Aaron mentioned. Southside up 7-6 with 8:03 left to go in the second quarter.
2 minutes left in the first quarter. Gosnell 21, Blyville 6.
Yeah.
No surprise there.
Really.
We thought it might be a little bit closer because it's a rivalry game, but
Rolford back in the backfield. This time they're going to hand it to the fullback. Ball's on the ground. Can the Redskins recover it?
I think Highland got that ball back, guys.
I hope Highland didn't get it.
Or I'm sorry. Trumann got that ball back. Matt Womack had it, and then two guys from Trumann come in and kind of took it away. But
Truman's had the butterfingers.
I was going to say,
the butterfingers.
We've definitely seen Trumann is not focused on ball security.
When you have Ryder Balch coming downhill to hit you, it's a little hard to.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Fair point.
Harlow in the shotgun snap in the pistol formation with Rolford behind him. This time Harlow wants to throw the football, airs it out down the sideline, and broken up by the Redskins.
What a play by Mason Priest. We had a guy get behind us streaking down on the post route, and Mason Priest came all the way over from the other side of the field to break that pass up.
He got me that time. I thought he was sure throwing it down the sideline, and he threw it down the middle.
Yep.
What a play by the senior. What a game he's having, guys.
Great game offensively and defensively so far.
Him and James both. Third and 6 to go. Rolford. They pitch it to him this time. Redskins are in the backfield. It doesn't bring him down. He's going to get outside, get the first down.
Yeah. George and Ballard both were in the backfield there, thought they were going to get them, and missed the shoestring tackle, and good play there by Ryder Baltz to keep that from going any further down the field.
Is that their first down?
I believe that is their first.
Second
Second down.
Okay. Yep. That I heard somebody say the other day that the sideline never misses a tackle.
Yeah,
That's a great way to put that.
Harlow under center this time. Hands it to the fullback up the middle.
Good job by Austin George there to go low. And
That's Gavin Cubitt this time. He was at halfback a while ago. Now they moved him up to fullback.
We got Alex Camp in on at the defensive end spot right now.
Trumann going with a little heavier front five there, bring in a extra lineman, it looks like.
Cubitt at fullback. Rolford dots the I. Harlow under center. Takes a snap, picks it out to Rolford on the far side of the field. He's going to have another first down.
Yeah, and number 35 there, Brock, that just made that good run up the middle, made that play on that block over there on the end.
Yeah, Cubitt's he's a player.
Yeah,
for sure.
He definitely sealed off that edge, and once that happens, you can run aways on the wide side of the field.
I can't remember last time I said a halfback dots the I.
Last night in the junior high game.
Yeah, last night in junior high game. That's the last time I said fullback, too.
Yeah.
All right. Stay in the power I. Cubitt, Rolford. Hands it to Cubitt this time. Redskins hit him at the line. He keeps pushing. Redskins are going to stop him. No gain on the play.
There is not a lot of running room up the middle right now. They're doing a pretty good job stopping that up.
Yeah. These last few downs, Trumann has done a good job of going up the middle and then trying to free up the outside, and it's worked pretty well for them so far.
8:30 left here in the second quarter of play. Got Carter Couch and his bunch in the middle. It's hard to run past. Harlow takes a shotgun snap, rolls out, wants to throw the football. He's got a man in the end zone. Caught, touchdown, Trumann.
Yeah, we got a flag back here.
Flag back here. I'm not sure who it's on.
I think it might be
on
offensive holding.
I think so, too.
It's coming back, guys.
Well, there was a reason he had that much time.
No argument from the Trumann coaches. It looks like y'all had an ineligible man downfield. I believe that was number 73 that was downfield. Yep.
We'll say this, our D-backs need to get their heads turned quick on that one.
Just started wandering a little bit too far.
Rolford in the backfield, this time by himself. He's going to be behind Harlow under center. Harlow pitches it to Rolford. Rolford makes one man miss. Redskins bring him down. That was George.
Yeah, Austin George on the tackle there. 7:43 left in the first quarter.
3rd and 13 for Trumann.
Rolford's going to come onto the sideline here, Brock.
Okay.
Expect a passing down this far behind the chains.
That Braden Passmore is the one who caught that while ago, so look for him to look for him. Harlow sprints out, looks down the sideline again. Nobody there. Throws it out of bounds. Going to bring up 4th down for the Wildcats.
Fellas, let's give some credit to Alex Camp. He's seen limited snaps this season, but he's doing a great job at that DN position, getting pressure on the quarterback, making him rush that throw there a little bit.
Good catch there, Jarrett. You're exactly right. He's been in there quite a bit and got some pressure in the backfield just about every time he's been in there.
And Edwards has been in on most snaps tonight as well. And we haven't seen, I hate to jinx the boy, but we haven't seen a offsides from Edwards yet.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Harlow this time sprints out to the left side, wants to throw it out in the flat, has a man. Not going to be a first down.
Yep, that's going to be a turnover on downs. Just couldn't quite get that yardage. He ran a 10-yard route and needed 14.
I call that the Houston Nut Special.
Fellas, I'm not too sure that he knew that it was fourth down.
I don't. Yeah. I thought that was maybe bad situational awareness there, Jared.
Mike, did you teach him all that? How is he so smart?
No, his mother's pretty good about football. Okay. That's where he gets it from.
I've only heard her yell at the TV.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. Sorry, Mr. Roberts.
7:04 left here in the second quarter.
Redskins take it over, like Aaron said. James, low snap. James takes it himself, got a hole up the middle, makes one man miss. Can he get to the sideline? 50, 40, 35, 30, pushed out of bounds the 26-yard line. What a run by Spencer James.
X-Man downfield getting the block. Priest diverting the defensive back out of the way.
I thought we were going to get a late hit out of bounds there, too. That was well into the white when they finally hit him. But no call there.
Rack up another Barton's first down, knocking on the door of the red zone.
What a run by the junior quarterback, Spencer James.
We talked about maybe this was a battle of the running backs, but so far it's been the Spencer James show on offense for Pocahontas.
This time James wants to look like he wants to throw the football, and Trumann got a man in the backfield and brought him down. Going to be a loss on the play.
That looked like number 33 for them, Brock.
What did they get us
from
for,
that
Aaron?
middle linebacker? Loss of about 4.
Four?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great awareness from James, though, trying to make a move and extend the play, and he just got tripped up just a hair.
Very good point. A lot better than throwing an interception or something like that. Good awareness. All right, this time James, X-Man in the backfield with him. X-Man gets the handoff. X-Man's got a block off the 30, 10-yard line, makes another move down to the 5. Barton's first down, first and goal, Redskins.
Domino's red zone as well now for the Skins, and we're down to 5 once again, just like we've seen all year from X-Man. The first contact, he's not going down.
No, he's not. He keeps some legs moving.
Keeps them churning for sure.
All right, Mason Priest split out to the near side of the field. Gives it to the X-Man again. X-Man up the middle, pushes forward. Touchdown, Redskins, Xavier Ballard.
Right straight up the middle. Of course, our super senior Carter Couch, an excellent block there, getting a push. Along with the rest of those guys in the offensive line, most of the Trumann defenders were back in the end zone, and wasn't much they could do but run that ball in. So good job there by the Skins. Another Sandhill Dentistry touchdown.
That's right. Like you said, Aaron, good seal by that front line, Carter and his teammates. 2-point conversion. James takes it himself, makes a cut up the middle. No good. Trumann stopped him at the 1-yard line. 5:38 left till halftime. Your Redskins lead 26-0.
Homeowners have relied on Barton's experienced staff for project advice, free services, and quality products to make their projects a success for over 140 years. From your vision to your happy space, build it better with Barton's. Shop in-store or online at bartons.com.
At GTS Physical Therapy in Pocahontas, we're redefining what hometown care looks like. Our team uses the latest techniques and cutting-edge technology to help you heal faster and move better. With innovative treatments like hot laser therapy, the Newbie system, and dry needling, we can target pain, restore strength, and get you back to doing what you love. Conveniently located at 2520 Thomasville in Pocahontas, GTS Physical Therapy is proud to be a part of this community. GTS Physical Therapy, strengthening our hometown.
Back here at Trumann, Arkansas, you Redskins lead 26-0. 5:38 left here till halftime. George gets ready to kick the football off. Stay with us here at halftime for analysis and stats by the Thompson boys.
Brock,
Yes,
Blyville at Gosnell. Gosnell is now leading Blyville 27-6 in the middle of that second quarter.
Well,
Going to be offsides on the Redskins. Or
motion?
Yeah. I still show, Mike, I'm not sure if you have an update, but I still show Southside and Highland as 7-6 ball.
Yeah, that's the last score I have as well.
We all expected that to be a battle. We kind of expected Blyville and Gosnell to be a little closer.
I mean, Highland gets beat last week at Blytheville. They lose their quarterback. They lost their running back. They're digging deep right now, sounds like, to hang with the Southerners.
All right, Redskins are going to have to kick it from the 35 this time. Backed up. George looks like he's going to try to kick this one deep. Another high one. This ball goes out of bounds. Flag.
This is something we hadn't really seen much of this year.
No.
Was that how many penalties we had, Jared?
If that's on us, that'll bring us to 4.
Okay.
And while we're waiting here, another one that, coaches in the mouth really talked about this week was Stuttgart at Monticello.
Yep.
Stuttgart's having a great year so far. Monticello. Stuttgart's up 14-13
Yep.
in the second quarter. Most people really thought that Stuttgart would go down there and win that football game.
Just like that conference is really top heavy. You're looking at Hamburg, Warren, Stuttgart, Monticello, and then down at the bottom you got Star City and CrossFit that everybody's kind of beating up on.
Walnut
Never thought I'd say that.
Walnut Ridge is up 22-14 on Rivercrest.
Wow.
Hoxie's up 28-6 on Piggott.
Rolford takes a handoff this time. Flag on the play.
I tell you, he hit a hole hard there.
He did.
That's going to be a hold on Truman. That's going to come back.
Like Mike said, that was quick.
Sudden.
As Harlow kind of waited a second. It was like a delayed handoff, and then he took off. But like Aaron said, that's going to be a hold.
Well, and that's where on that delayed handoff, the offensive line got up to the linebackers, and that's where the hold was.
Yeah.
It's on the linebacker, the second level.
First and Mark Tree here for the Trumann Wildcats. I formation. Harlow under center. Wants to give it to Rolford again. Austin George breaks through the line, makes first contact, and Mason Priest and Baltz clean it up.
So Austin George got pushed in the back by a Trumann lineman into the running back.
And still almost made the tackle.
And Relford is angry and throwing his gloves.
Not happy.
You mad?
You mad, bro?
I think you may be.
Three of his carries have been for negative yards tonight.
Okay.
So Cubitt back in the game this time. Harlow wants to sprint to the left side, throw the football out in the flat. Redskins intercepted. That's Arnold. Arnold goes up the sideline, makes a cut. 10, 5, touchdown Redskins. Brendan Arnold, the senior.
Brendan Arnold just stepped right in front of that and took that thing to the house for a pick six. Looks like we've got a flag on the end of that. Maybe not, boys. I thought I saw something float down there.
Is that our fourth turnover?
That is, I believe it's our third turnover.
Third. All right, so puts us at +4 on the year. Wow.
32-0. Your Redskins lead. Still 4 minutes and 30 seconds left till halftime, guys. It's 8 o'clock, which is on for the two-point conversion. This time Ballard takes the shotgun snap and makes a turn and doesn't get in. In for the, now we got a little flag on the end of the play. They'll probably assess that somewhere on the kickoff. But anyway, they'll give us a two-point conversion, 34-0, 4:30 left till half.
Local Domino's Pizza Place in Pocahontas delivers your favorite foods. Order online, through the Domino's app, or call 870-637-0866 now.
Located at 3487 Highway 67 North in Walnut Ridge, Kavanaugh GM Supercenter is proud to be your GMC, Buick, and Chevrolet dealership of choice. They not only offer sales, but also assure brilliant after-sales services for your vehicle.
All right. Looking for another Redskin kickoff. Man, this Redskin team has come to play tonight.
Well, we got something there that we just can't have happen. You know, got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the Redskins. You know, it may not matter in a 34-0 game, but I promise you it would be evident in the state playoffs or in against a team like Highland or Blytheville.
Yeah, listen, all of us have played football, basketball, and it's hard. It is hard when people start mouthing you and then you say something and you get caught.
Looks like the Redskins are going to have to kick off from the 25-yard line. Should give Trumann good field position. Try to get their first points of the night.
Well, I hope not.
Pretty key right here because we'd like to take that running clock into the second quarter.
Absolutely.
Or second half, excuse me.
George is going to tee it up. I'm going to say George tries to kick this one as far as he can.
I would think so.
On the approach. Pretty good looking kick by George. Fielded at the 34 by Trumann. Trumann reverses field. Redskins meet him right there at the 34-yard line, and we have another flag.
It's going to be an unnecessary roughness on Trumann, guys.
Okay.
And I don't have a 66 on my roster.
I don't either. If anybody knows who number 66 is
for us,
we do not have them on our roster. Please let us know so we can give that man his proper credit.
I was going to say
that was a great wrap-up tackle there by number 66.
We know who 66 was on junior high.
Yeah. Mr. Basil. Did they sneak Basil on the senior high team tonight?
I would have. I'd say in about 3 games he'll be on the senior high.
You're probably right.
Guys, number 11, Austin George, has got a pretty pronounced limp out there coming out.
It don't matter.
It don't matter with him, but, you know, we definitely want him healthy going into this final stretch of the season.
We have watched this kid for 3 years give his heart and soul to this football team. All right, so Trumann will take it over in a different formation. Got stacked receivers down here. Harlow wants to throw the football across the middle. Going to be thrown a little far. Interception again by the Redskins. Mason Priest, the senior. Wow.
Mason Priest just went out there and tracked it down, thought it was being thrown to him. He looked like the receiver.
And they looked like him and Arnold were saying, hey, Arnold said, I got the last one, you get this one.
Priest looks like a center fielder out there just catching a can of corn.
That'll be the 4th turnover.
Okay.
I believe we had 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions now.
We've had 2 fumbles, but one of them was not recovered by us.
Okay, that's right.
We just had another turnover on downs.
Right, that's true.
Redskins will take the football over on their own 40-yard line. 4:14 left here until half. A lot has happened in 15 seconds, guys. James takes a snap, hands it to the X-Man. X-Man hitting the backfield, but pushes to get back to the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the play.
Yeah, Ballard just, once again, you know, a lot of backs take that handoff and they lose a yard or two, and Ballard turns it into a 1-yard gain.
I really thought we might see George spelling Ballard a little bit tonight. You know, in that Gosnell game, Ballard bangs his hand up. George comes in, does a great job at running back.
No backs in the backfield. James wants to throw it. He's got Swan out here on the 50. Pushes forward, going to be brought down at the 57-yard line, and that's going to be a Barton's first down.
Yeah, going to get across midfield there to the 48-yard line of Trumann, and that'll stop the clock briefly to move the chains. Skins will have another Barton's first down.
Clock continues to run. James takes it himself up the middle, makes a couple men miss. He's in the secondary all the way to the 25-yard line. Flag on the play. I think that one's going to be on Trumann. Jarrett, what did you see?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a late hit there, so not necessarily roughness. They were trying to push James down while he was getting up.
That's going to give him a gain of about 25, and then we're going to tack on some more on
15.
the end of it.
Well, be half the distance.
So we got a Barton's
Be about
first
12.5-yard line. Puts us back in the Domino's
red zone, looking for another Sand Hill Dentistry touchdown.
And most importantly, that running clock.
That running clock.
Don't jinx it.
Get us out of Poinsett County.
Did you say running block?
No, running block.
Ain't none of us running and blocking. Anyway, James takes it up the middle. James going to get a couple yards on that play. You know, it's nice to have a guy outside. We got Jared Thompson outside tonight on his headset, and he is seeing everything. And that's just pretty nice little thing to have. We're in here.
This little box, we're kind of standing on top of each other and, you know, moving around so we can see. It's just definitely not ideal, but it could be worse.
Could be worse. Ballard in motion, going to take the jet sweep, turns it up the middle. Trumann trying to strip the football. Ballard gets 2 yards on the play.
Good job.
Third down.
Good job, Ballard. They're just hanging on to the football. He had about 3 men stripping at it. And
Redskins are cooking down there in that Domino's red zone. See what I did there? Cooking.
I heard that. That was a play on words.
It's very punny there, Brock.
Yeah, thank you. Every once in a while I have one.
10,000 comedians starving to death, and we're all trying to get a job.
Yeah, that's right. James in the shotgun. James rolls out, looks towards the corner of the end zone. Arnold catches it. Is he in bounds? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Redskins.
that was a great pass there by Spencer James, throwing it over the top of that defender and just floating it in there. Great catch by Arnold as well, and get his feet down, and Redskins are up 40-0 with 1:55 to go.
Man, what a throw and catch, like you just said, Aaron. That was pretty. Nobody in the backfield wants to throw it over the corner. Priest catches it. 2-point conversion. Good. 42-0, a minute 55 left till half.
John's is a cozy dining establishment that specializes in serving high-quality steaks, mouth-watering catfish, and daily plate lunch specials. As one satisfied customer said, it's the kind of place where you can enjoy good country fare, solid and filling, like the kind your grandmother served you on Sunday after church.
The Randolph County Chamber of Commerce is a voluntary organization composed of business and professional men and women and other citizens who believe that through united action the progress of its community can be materially enhanced and that living conditions can be continuously improved.
Redskins are going to kick the football off again. Jarrett, how many times have we kicked off in the past 5 minutes?
this will be the third time.
Third time in the past 5 minutes. Guys, I tell you, Spencer James playing out his mind. He is definitely stepped up, and he is the quarterback for our Redskins this year. He's done a great job. We're going to win some more football games, guys. All right, George approaches the football. Nice kick down the sideline. Nobody there. Rolls out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Not much you can do about that.
No, sir. What? That little slidage on the field there. That's somebody run on and get the tee, and I think he may sprain an ankle.
Guys, Rivercrest has taken the lead at Walnut Ridge. They're up 28-22 in the second quarter.
Rivercrest has this receiver by the name of Buddha Baker, who tore up
Buddha Harris.
Buddha Harris, there you go. Tore up Hoxie last week, and once again doing a phenomenal job again tonight. Last week against Hoxie, he had 134 receiving yards, 50 on the ground, and I think he pulled in 3 touchdowns as well.
Rivercrest starting quarterback got knocked out of that game, and he's knocked out for the season. So to see them putting up a game like that against the Bobcats, a little bit surprising to me. I'm going to re-kick this.
All right, George. Kick it again. Waste no time. Little pooch kick. Front line catches it for Trumann. Not a second too early.
I have Southside 14-6 over Highland at the half.
Okay.
And Gosnell 33, Blyville 6 at the half.
All right, Trumann on first down, hands it off. Looks like they're going to lose a yard on the play.
Got Relford back in there.
Minute and a half left here in the first half of play.
Cade Hayes checks in for Trumann, brings the play in. Second and 9. Minute 10 left here in the first half. Harlow pitches it to Relford. He's around the outside, close to a first down. Redskins bring him down. Rolford. That's hard to say. For me, anyway. But maybe easy for you guys. Clock continues to tick. 40 seconds left here. Stay with us at halftime, folks. We'll have our halftime stats and analysis by Jarrett Thompson, Mike Thompson. Cubitt takes us at this time up the middle.
Yep. Good tackle there by number 38.
Oh, that's Isaiah Corello is in the game now.
And that was cousin Brucey on the
Brucey.
Yeah. Trumann is going to take their second time out of the half. They've got one left.
Oh, I bet Coach Williams would love Brucey. Man, he can get down and dirty on that front line.
Brucey has definitely played a good game. He's man, you know, Jarrett's right. Mr. Camp coming in there, getting in that backfield, just really made a big difference in this game. Before it was when it was back when it was quite a bit closer.
Well, the thing I keep on thinking about Bruce Riccio, it's only his second year playing football.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Just instinctive, right?
Harlow wants to throw the football. Pressure in the backfield. Throws it over. Trumann catches the football.
Keep him in bounds.
They're going to keep it in bounds, Jared.
They called him out of bounds,
They did.
actually.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
We've got a flag on the play back at the line of scrimmage, guys.
It's coming back.
It's coming back.
Braden Passmore caught that football. Good looking play. Good looking play for Trumann.
I mean, the kid's got an arm on him.
He does.
You just don't know if he's going to throw it to their player or our player.
Fellas, like I said, we don't have number 66 on our roster, but he did a fantastic job putting pressure on the quarterback that play.
I gotta find out who this kid is.
Yeah.
I like him. He's rocking an old school cowboy collar.
Oh, yeah. Trumann crowd not real happy with the officials right now. Harlow in the backfield, Cubitt beside him. 13 seconds. Harlow's going to try to throw the football. Brucey had him pressure on him. Did George pick that one off?
Yeah, they're saying he caught the football.
He did. Interception, Austin George, the senior.
6 seconds left in the first half.
5 turnovers.
5 turnovers. Brucey brought the heat, and then who else was on top of him?
That
Jared?
was Lane Tielemeier.
Lane Tielemeier was also back there.
Sophomore Lane Tielemeier showing up.
Fellas, I don't expect us to run a play. We're probably just going to need out, take it into half.
Yeah, I would kneel on this for sure.
6 seconds. Everybody in tight. James, take the snap, kneel on it. Redskins will take the ball. Take it into halftime. Your Redskins lead 42-0. We'll be back after some sponsors.
Sandhill Dentistry is located at 2654 Thomasville in Pocahontas. For the skilled, caring, and professional family dentist you deserve, please stop by to see Dr. Josh Toney and his wonderful staff.
Whether you are looking for supplies for your latest home project or need a few things for around the farm, you'll find it at Buckeye. With a complete line of farm products, work clothing, and the ultimate lawn and garden center, Buckeye is truly a one-stop shopping adventure. An old-style general store with all the products you could ever imagine, friendly smile included.
Homeowners have relied on Barnes' experienced staff for project advice, free services, and quality products to make their projects a success for over 140 years. From your vision to your happy space, build it better with Barnes. Shop in-store or online at barnes.com.
At GTS Physical Therapy in Pocahontas, we're redefining what hometown care looks like. Our team uses the latest techniques and cutting-edge technology to help you heal faster and move better. With innovative treatments like hot laser therapy, the Newbie system, and dry needling, we can target pain, restore strength, and get you back to doing what you love. Conveniently located at 2520 Thomasville in Pocahontas, GTS Physical Therapy is proud to be a part of this community. GTS Physical Therapy, strengthening our hometown.
All right, folks, coming back to you from Trumann, Arkansas. where the Redskins are putting a whipping on the Wildcats tonight. 42-0 here. Jarrett and I back for your GTS Physical Therapy halftime show. You know, Jarrett, it's been the Spencer James show. It's been the Redskin defense show so far tonight.
It has, for sure.
What do you got for us?
So, offensively, 367 total offensive yards. 194 of those have been on the ground, with 173 in the yard. Spencer James is leading the rushing game, 16 carries for 121 yards, followed by Ballard, who's kind of been bottled up tonight. 17 carries for 73 yards, and it's insane that we can say for 73 yards that's him bottled up. That's just how tremendous he has been this season for us. James is 10 for 12 for 173 yards in the air tonight with 3 passing touchdowns. He has been playing phenomenal tonight. As we say, especially coming off a bye week like that, we worry about if our guys are going to be rusty, how long it's going to take for them to come into the groove of the game. James stepped in. As soon as he stepped on the field, started commanding the game. It didn't matter where he was. Defensively, we have been playing lights out all night long. Brandon Arnold starts with that fumble recovery there on the first offensive drive from Trumann. Later in the game, gets that big pick 6. Mason Priest had a big pass deflection here, and he got an INT. Also followed up to end the quarter with an INT from George. Leading our tackle chart is Ryder Baltz with 6. Austin George falls up behind him with 4. And a surprising one for us, Matt Womack has 4. I believe it's his first game starting on defense tonight, and he has played phenomenal.
No, I think he got the start against Gosnell as well.
Okay, so his second.
Because they were wanting to bring in – they lined him up on Jai Jacobs all night long.
Right, that's right. Yes, sir.
So want to look real quick. We talked about our keys to the game, and I called it a battle of running backs, Ballard versus Rolford. Were you checking Rolford's numbers?
Rolford has 9 carries for 21 yards. 4 of those carries have been for negative yards tonight.
Okay.
Once again, our defense just doing a phenomenal job bottling him up. If he tries to go up the middle, there's nowhere to go. Our D-line doing a fantastic job. Our DNs, especially tonight, it's been Lane Tillemeyer and Alex Camp. They've done a fantastic job containing the outside. It's Camp's first time seeing a lot of snaps. We've seen him here and there. But tonight he's really got a commanding role in this defense, and he's doing a phenomenal job not only in pass rushing but also just containing that outside on an outside run.
We also talked about eliminating costly penalties. We saw Trumann get a touchdown called back for a costly penalty, right? What was the penalty look like?
So we have 5 for 40 yards, and they have 5 for 55.
Okay.
With us, it's just silly mistakes. We had the unsportsmanlike conduct there in the end zone after the 2-point. We've had some silly offsides. We haven't had as many on defense tonight. Our defensive line has been doing a much better job holding their water, watching for the ball. We saw one on kickoff tonight. That's the first time I think we've seen one on a special teams in a minute. But Trumann, they're shooting themselves in the foot with unsportsmanlikes and holdings and just silly things on both sides.
And we talked about no lost yardage plays for the Redskins. We saw a couple in the first half. I know Ballard got dropped for a loss. We saw a sack from James, something that we've really kind of stayed away from this year. I don't know if maybe the first sack we've given up this year.
No, I think he has 4 on the season.
Okay.
He has been doing a lot better job of getting rid of the ball this season.
Yeah.
His awareness is unbelievable compared to what it was last year.
Well,
and especially tonight, his awareness, and he's making moves to get out of defenders' way and try to extend the play.
I want to tell you, if Spencer James continues the pace of play the rest of the season like he's done tonight, this Redskin team can really make a push here in the second half of the season. Jared, we already talked a little bit about it. I want to bring this up so we can take a look. I want to look at the standings in the 3-4A conference. So Southside coming in tonight 6-0, 2-0 in conference. Gosnell 6-0, 2-0 in conference. Blytheville 4-1. They tripped up Highland last week. 2-0 in conference. Highland coming in 3-3, 1-2. This Wildcat team 2-4. Overall, 1-2 in conference. They have picked up one win against Westside. Redskins come in 2-3, 0-2 in conference, and then Westside down at the bottom, 1-5, 0-3. And we talk about that because we're getting in the part of the season, particularly tonight, where we talked about Southside at Highland. We talk about Blytheville at Gosnell. We think those are two games that are really going to see where things may shake out, right? And so, I said this at the first of the game. We played the two heavyweights in the conference. Both of them, I would call them both top 5 to 8 teams in the 4A.
Right.
And we took their best shot, and I'm telling you, this team that we're seeing tonight,
we would have won those ball games.
It's not a 20-point loss to either
not
of
at
those
all.
teams.
And I think James took those losses personal.
I think he did too. I think
we
you're
have
right.
seen him get better and better every single week, and I think he took those losses personal. He has stepped into a leadership role and a more commanding role tonight than we have seen him been in all season long. I'm excited to see this from him, and I hope that it continues for us.
Yeah, and we look at around the conference. I know we said Southside up on Highland at half. I've got Gosnell. I've got Gosnell up 33-6 at half over Blytheville, and Southside up 14-6 at half over Highland. We want to look kind of – we're getting closer to the time where we can start talking about playoff seeding.
Right.
Obviously, a lot of ball games left to play, right? But kind of if you look at the playoff bracket and you take the teams in each conference where they kind of sit right now, the number 5 seed out of the 3-4A will more than likely end up going to Nashville in the first round.
Right.
The number 4 seed is looking at a trip more than likely to Arkadelphia. The number 3 seed, which if all things stay equal and the Redskins could win out the rest of the season, Redskins could possibly get in that 3 seed slot. That 3 seed this year gets a home game, and right now it would probably be against Pottsville. That may be the good news. The bad news may be that the winner of that game will go to Elkins in the second round.
Elkins is dangerous.
And Elkins is dangerous. The number 1 seed in our conference actually gets a bye in the first weekend. Obviously Batesville or Southside and Gosnell still have to play this year. There's going to be a winner of that game, so somebody's going to have one loss. You look at the way Blytheville played last week against Highland, you think maybe they are primed for an upset, but now so far Gosnell's putting it on them, and so more than likely it's kind of shaping up that the winner of that Southside Gosnell game will get the number 1 seed from our conference.
I agree.
Yeah. But, again, Redskins, first time we've mercy ruled somebody this year.
Correct.
And we did it by halftime. Trumann, again, had a touchdown called back, made a little late push on that last series, but other than that, Redskin defense has just kind of kept them off balance. Obviously, we've seen Relford, again, who I thought, he's been putting up 200, 300-yard nights. He put up almost 300 against Gosnell, and we know what their defense looks like.
Right.
And he's so frustrated. He's over here on the sideline throwing his helmet and his gloves.
And at the end of the half, the coaching staff started to get frustrated as well. You saw some headsets flying. Some words might or might not have been said. So they're definitely going in with a lot to talk about at halftime. I would not be surprised if we got to see some younger skins, and offensively and defensively during the second half tonight for sure.
I think we more than likely will. I'm always hesitant to say this because I don't want to give it the announcer jinx, but we have been so lucky about staying healthy this year. Now, we've got a couple of kids wearing shorts and jerseys over on the sideline right now, but our starters have all stayed healthy this year. That's not something we saw.
Matthews Duran.
Duran, I did forget about him. Thank you for bringing that up. And he had been playing well, seeing him moving into starting position this year. I forgot about Matthews. Yeah, you're exactly right. But, overall, been pretty lucky.
We have, for sure.
I know in Casey's first 2 seasons, we were the walking wounded for quite a while. So just good to see that, and we hope certainly that continues. We always ask you this at halftime. If you're in the Skins locker room right now, what are we talking about? We're talking about we had some dumb penalties.
Right.
I think Aaron brought it up during the first half. We get that unsportsmanlike after the touchdown. We kick off from the 25. As we go along, we don't want to give a good team that kind of starting field position.
Right, especially if we do make it to the playoffs, that could determine a ball game right there.
Yep.
So, talking about the costly penalties, talking about the silly offside penalties. Luckily going into a game 42-0, I believe they're teaching and coaching up those second-string guys, those third-string guys, telling them what to look for, so they're not surprised for anything. Just make sure that they are as prepared as they can be coming into this ball game. We haven't seen – I don't think we've seen our second-string offense at all this season.
No.
So that'll be an interesting look for us. I believe Lane Tillemeyer is going to be coming in at quarterback for them.
He did play quarterback in junior high last year, I believe. I think you're right on that.
So I believe we might get some looks at him at quarterback. I think it'll be talking over different routes or different run plays that we can do, see what he's comfortable with. And really, like I said, just get them as prepared as they can and see how the rest of the ball game folds out.
When we've had to establish a heavy run, we see a lot of Xavier in the Wildcat. Obviously, I don't think that we're going to put Xavier in at quarterback here in the second half.
I think we might see some number 10. Number 15, Gage Ward. We might get a little Austin Georgia running back.
Yeah.
Give him a few snaps, see how he does.
We talked about George came on in that Warren game, and it was largely a mop-up duty. He runs for 100 yards against Warren. We saw him come in 2 weeks ago against Gosnell when Xavier went out. And by the way, just let's thank our lucky stars and the good Lord above that wasn't a more serious injury to the X-Man's hand. But George certainly capable. And again, we've been so lucky with the lack of injuries. But you got to, it's always next man up, right? And you got to keep these guys sharp. And so I think giving them some playing time, and I don't know if they're going to. We might roll the starters out there for the first possession. We're going to kick to Trumann.
Correct.
To open the second half.
Not to cut you off too big, we just got an update. Number 66, who we didn't know who that was, that is Cooper Wineball.
Okay.
And he has been doing a fantastic job tonight.
He certainly has. I have him as number 50 on our stat sheet. So Cooper Wineball is a sophomore, guys. And he's played a good game so far.
He has indeed.
So we appreciate the update on that. We talk about, we've heard some comments from the Trumann fans sitting in front of us, not real happy with the goings on tonight. We look at this Trumann coaching staff. Brand new, look very young, we came down here 2 years ago. Aaron was reminding me, we came down here 2 years ago, and I believe that was Casey's first win. Wasn't that against Trumann?
Right. I don't remember. It was definitely his first conference win.
Yeah.
But I'd have to go back. But it was definitely, definitely a tough year. But I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to, kind of what we were talking about earlier tonight, Mike, about this Pocahontas football team and how they have improved every game. And Spencer James has played lights out tonight. He's running the ball with confidence. We saw that really change over the last few games. Not that he wasn't doing a good job before, but he's really just gotten more and more confident. And you can say what you want to about the Pocahontas Redskins, but you've been beat by last year's 3A state champ, who's probably going to be this year's 3A state champ.
Very likely.
Very likely, again.
Yeah.
Okay. You've been beat by Southside, right now ranked anywhere between 3 and 5 in the state.
Yep.
And you've been beat by Gosnell. Every poll has them in the top 10.
And maybe one of the top 10 teams that nobody's talking a whole lot about.
They're just now starting to, right?
Yeah.
And especially if they beat Southside.
Yeah.
I believe it's 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
And I believe that Gosnell is a better football team than Southside. I believe they're going to win that football.
I agree.
I think we ran into we held one of the, coming into the year, the McLaughlin kid from Southside was the leading returning rusher in the entire 4A. We held him to 54 yards.
Yep.
What we didn't do was contain Trey Allen. We caught a hot quarterback that knows how to run that offense, and we caught him on a hot night. And, Mason Woods, who is the kid from Bryant that had transferred, little sophomore that transferred to Gosnell, he's actually been out the past couple of games. But as we saw, Gosnell, he goes out and they roll in 3 more. They roll in a sophomore that's lights out good,
They're still not healthy. Gosnell hadn't been healthy all year.
No.
Right. And you haven't seen that full team yet. And that's
Scary to think
one of the things. I'm not taking anything away from any Pocahontas Redskin that's ever played in this 3-4A conference. But this 3-4A conference, in my opinion, is tougher than it used to be. And it's definitely went up in competition level. It's not the 3-4A we had 10 years ago.
No, it's we had a top-heavy conference for sure, right? 10 years ago, and the Redskins were at the top of that a few times. But y'all heard me say before, I think the 3-4A is better when Highland's good. I think the 3-4A is better when the Redskins are good. And this Southside team, they've lost 3 games in the past 3 years. Lost in the 5A quarterfinals twice. They lost in the 4A semifinals. And then with Gosnell, we've talked about Gosnell being the sleeping giant, right? They had, we've seen some really good Gosnell teams over the years. We saw a year, I guess that was 2009 maybe, Brock, when Carlos Blackman was playing for Gosnell and they were running roughshod, and this bunch of Redskins went in there and Sloan Rogers put Mr. Blackman to sleep that night.
Still one of the best games I've seen as a linebacker.
Yeah, but this Gosnell team, they roll out all these athletes, they roll out all this talent, and they just don't see the discipline.
Yeah.
And this year, this new coach comes back. He's a Gosnell native. He knows what it's like to win as a Pirate. He's been over in Germantown, been over in Covington, Tennessee, which they play a pretty tough brand of football over there. And he's come to Gosnell and just turned that program around seemingly overnight.
Yep, absolutely. But when you see these Redskins, don't be fooled by your 2-3 record. Okay.
No.
Looks like we're going on to 3-3 tonight. Don't be fooled by that, because those 3 losses, we're on a path to, if we keep playing like we have tonight, we're winning out this season.
100%.
We're winning out this season. We're gonna go to Blytheville and beat Blytheville, and we're gonna beat Highland at home. I firmly believe that. It's not going to be easy.
No.
We've got to play good football. We've got to play football like we have tonight with no turnovers, and we've got to take a few of those away from the other team. And we can definitely win out and be that third seed in the conference.
Yeah, 100% focus. Just keep our focus. I know Coach Chester and his coaching staff will do that. And
one game at a time.
I'm with you guys. I have faith that we could win out.
Yeah, I know we're prognosticating and looking ahead. I know that the coaching staff is not doing that. I'm sure they've got the players not doing that. It's one game at a time right now. We'll be excited next week. Brock got homecoming coming up against West Side.
Yeah. Get your pretty dresses out.
Yeah, get your moms.
You know, Dad, and just to give you an update, since we held McLaughlin to 54 yards that first game, he's averaged 210.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Point proven.
And one thing I forgot to, mention, by the way, that that first team we played, the 3A state champion last year, and probably going to be the 3A state champion this year, Mr. Caden Brink last week went over 3,000 yards for his career.
Incredible.
Yeah.
3,000 yards.
All right, we're back here. George kicks a squibbly one right up the middle.
Man, that sideline sounds hard.
Yeah, it does. That was a thud, wasn't it?
Yeah. Mr. Official went down there. He looks like he's up and okay.
Well, Mike didn't mean to hit him.
He didn't mean to, but he did. So
sportsmanship rule is in effect here, guys. The clock will be running the entire second half.
Looks like Redskin defense, most of the starters in. We got Morse back there, defensive back.
Hufsteller is in for Couch.
Okay.
Other than that, it looks like we have our starting defense.
Morse came in for the X-Man. X-Man been playing on defense too.
1st and 10 for Trumann. Marlowe pitches it out to Rolford. Rolford catches a corner. Gets a good block, pushing towards the first down. It's going to be close. See where they spot it.
Matt Womack and Austin George wouldn't let go. They had all of him there.
We'll call him up a little bit short, give him 2nd and 2.
Ball will be spotted at the 47-yard line. Pocahontas. Like guys said, 10:37 left, but the clock will run. Sportsmanship rule. Backfield. Rolford get the handoff again. Goes around the outside. He's going to pick up the first down. Tries a reverse field.
He went backwards, and then Lane Thielemeyer cleaned him up there. We got a flag on the back end of this play, guys. I'm not sure.
I'm going to see where the spot is.
Yeah, the spot of the football is at the 45-yard line.
That's what I was. He ran to the 40, then turned around and ran backwards. Well, forget the first down.
Yeah.
Let's go back. I'm back 15, Aaron. I'll let you call that first and however.
Yeah, that's first and Mark. That's first and Bay.
Okay. I was going to go first and tie boogie,
but ball's back at Mark Tree right now. So
Rolford in the backfield. This time Cubitt gets the handoff. Redskins meet him at the line of scrimmage.
Number 47, Ryder Baltz in there on that stop. He met him at the line of scrimmage.
Along with Levi Hufstedler.
Number 66, Cooper Weinball is in the
All
game.
right, Cooper Weinball.
Cooper, we got your name. Sorry about that. Thank you to the Miss Jill Neely for sending that to us so we can give everybody their credit.
I mean, I'm going to tell you, I love a wine ball, I love the number, and I love the cowboy collar.
Absolutely.
Hand off to Rolford up the middle. Met at the line. Well, he's going to, met by the second line. Brucey in on the tackle.
Go Brucey. There he is. Cleaning it up again.
So the family of Mr. Weinball, we apologize. He has played an excellent football game.
We're starting to see some reserves filter in. Number 43, Lou Laskin in it, outside linebacker right now.
Okay. This time Truman's got a bunch formation to the left with a stack. Rolford gets the pitch again, cuts the corner, gets one block. Redskins are going to have none of it.
Good job by Matt Womack there going low on that tackle.
Yeah.
You know, that was also a phenomenal job by Lane Tielemeier. There was some miscommunication, and he was supposed to be on that side of the field, and he was on our side, and he didn't quit hustling until he got over there and cleaned up.
He got back and made up for the mistake there.
I got the chance to go teach some financial literacy class today at Pocahontas High School, the Pocahontas seniors, and I talked to Mr. Laskin while I was there, and I said, hey, you going to get to play tonight? He said, man, I hope so. And so he has got his wish granted there. He's out there and doing a good job.
Truman will punt the football, but before they do that, there's a flag.
It's going to be an offsides, guys. Truman didn't have a player set.
Okay.
Man, they have.
Yeah, the play clock was also down to 0. I didn't know if they were going to call that or call delay game.
They have just really shot themselves in the foot here on this drive.
You know, Lou's pretty good-looking size kid out there, too.
Yeah, he sure is.
Pursued the football well that time.
Well, we got a break here real quick. I want to make sure everybody thank you to Kavanaugh Auto World. Make sure you guys go on our Facebook page. Check out our pregame interviews. That's going to take a bad bounce.
Punt by Truman. Goes all the way down to the 10-yard line of the Redskins, and that's where your Redskins will take over 1st and 10. 6:22 left in the third.
Sorry, folks, still got halftime on here. We're going to change it to the third quarter. Get that straight on our score ticker. Clock ticks down, 6:07 to go in the third quarter.
Stick around for a few minutes after the game. We've got the Buckeye post-game show as well. Thank you, Buckeyes, for sponsoring us for that post-game. All finishing stats will be on there, a few analysis before we let you go.
You know, in a sponsor, we haven't think by name, but you see their name on the screen quite a lot. You got the Overman Buildings replay, and I know you folks see that quite a bit. All the Overman folks on board with us this year, we certainly appreciate that.
Lane Tielemeier get the snap, hands it off in the backfield to
number 6, Salem Morse, I believe.
Okay.
So who took that? So in the third quarter, Southside's added a field goal. They're up 17-6 over Highland. Highland.
Y'all will never hear me say this, but I'm kind of rooting for Highland right now.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that.
I mean, it doesn't taste good, but I'm just saying.
Hope Coach Chester don't watch this.
Man, me too.
The Gosnell-Blyville game seems to be decided in the third quarter. It's 41-6.
Yeah.
Gosnell.
All right. Tielemeier stays in at quarterback. Wants to take it himself. Gets a couple yards back. Going to bring up 3rd down and 12.
You know, we talked about all the running backs that Gosnell can roll out. With Blytheville, if you stop Courtney Rogers, you've stopped the Blytheville chicken sauce. It sounds like that's probably what Gosnell has done tonight.
And another statement to what we're talking about this, the level of competition the Redskins have faced this year. Valley View and Brooklyn. Valley View is 28-21 on Brooklyn.
Oh, wow. That's kind of one I didn't see coming.
Yep.
3rd down for the Redskins. Tielemeier takes the snap. They get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Skins.
May have to have George punting out of his own end zone here.
Trumann running the guy on back deep. That'll be Drake Hall. Be back to receive along with Braden Passmore.
Set up on the Redskins side of the 50. Low snap. George got the boomer off.
Taking on the 40. Had a man slip, but
that was Arnold down there in coverage.
Great kick by George. That's the problem when you kick one that good. Sometimes you outkick your coverage.
Outkick your coverage.
all right, so Trumann will take over. Ball's on the 31-yard line. In Redskin territory again. The clock's already down to 2 minutes, guys.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Don't worry, Mike. Your wife said she still wasn't cooking tonight.
Oh, well,
You've already ate dinner.
Yeah. That's rough.
Rolford will stay in at the tailback. Harlow, quarterback, shotgun snap, hands it to Rolford. He's got a block on the corner, cuts it back in. We got Laundry on the field. Rolford's going to take it in for a touchdown.
That touchdown's coming back, guys.
Yeah, there's a holding call back here at the line of scrimmage.
Carrillo is checked in at fullback.
Trumann just cannot get out of their own way right now. I love Trumann fans.
Listen, guys, I've been in the position. I mean, I really have. I've been there before, and it's not the fans.
I mean,
but
but when it seems like it's just everything's going against you, right? I mean, they can't get on the they can't get on the board. They've had 2 touchdowns called back now. Redskins are starting to put the reserves in. Who we got over there on the far side? Jared, can you see?
I can't right now, no, sir.
Rolford gets the handoff again to the right side. He's got a wide open hole, and Rolford's going to take it to the house for a touchdown.
That was number 33. I don't have a 33 on my roster, so we need to know who number 33 is.
That's that speed that
can let us know.
That's that speed that Rolford shows there. Salem Morris out here in coverage. I said Salem Morris. Yeah, I got it right. Salem Morris out here in coverage, and he got turned upside down.
He sure did. Yep. Good block out there by that Trumann wideout.
42-6. This will be the 2-point conversion. Will end the third quarter here. Hand off to Rolford again. He's going to walk in for the 2-point conversion. 42-6. End of the third quarter. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a second.
John's is a cozy dining establishment that specializes in serving high-quality steaks, mouth-watering catfish, and daily plate lunch specials. As one satisfied customer said, it's the kind of place where you can enjoy good country fare, solid and filling, like the kind your grandmother served you on Sunday after church.
The Randolph County Chamber of Commerce is a voluntary organization composed of business and professional men and women and other citizens who believe that through united action the progress of its community can be materially enhanced and that living conditions can be continuously improved.
All right, we're back here after the Trumann touchdown.
So number 33 for the Skins is Logan Ward. He's a sophomore. Out there getting a little playing time tonight.
Looks like we're going to keep X-Man and Arnold back deep for the Redskins. Got Baltz and Mason Priest out there, Swan.
Looks like about the same starting crew. We are going to pull out, looks like number 51 is going to come out of there.
Camp coming
Alex
in.
Camp on that front line.
George on the far side. Brucey in the middle. I'd like to see Brucey run one.
Man,
Yeah,
That'd be
nice.
exciting.
I don't hate that idea at all.
Me neither.
I don't know if he'd freeze up
No, I think
or if he'd take off and be phenomenal.
I think he would run through that end zone and run through that fence and run to the bus. That's nice.
Onside kick. Redskins recover.
Oh, we got lucky there, boys.
Well, hey, I like that onside kick. You
I
know,
did too.
He brought a second kicker in.
A little eye candy caught us off for sure.
Ryder Balcher on the recovery there.
We might need to steal that one.
Yeah, that was definitely a good-looking. I mean, they definitely operated it correctly.
So we're going to have.
Looks
think
like
we may have-
Ballard's staying in the game,
Yeah, we're bringing James in.
folks. Ballard's coming off.
I don't.
Fellas, I think our starting offense is in.
I think they are too.
Coming up on 11 minutes left here in the ball game. Like the guys said, looks like James is going to be back in the quarterback.
Maybe
We'll have
Thielmeyer
Thielmeyer
running
in at running back.
Thielmeyer gets the handoff. Going to be met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Looks like they're marking the loss of 2.
Loss
there,
of 2.
guys.
Okay.
I mean, is it maybe because Trumann left their starters in?
I believe so.
Huh.
I'm not sure we're setting it up to drive it down their throat. I think we're just trying to get a couple first downs and run that clock. I may be wrong.
They still got Priest and Swan in.
Arnold.
Arnold's in.
Bolt's back at fullback.
James takes a snap, hands it off to Lane Thielmeyer.
Get upfield.
Lane catches a corner, gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
You know, and it could be that they want to see what Lane looks like with the starting offensive line in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a healthy dose of Mr. Thielmeyer on whatever drives we have left in this football game.
What are we down to? Less than
9:47 left in the fourth.
If we do throw a 55-yard touchdown, it might be kind of tough for us to get out of here, guys.
I wouldn't be upset about it.
Trips to the near side. James wants to throw it. Interception, Trumann. They're going to
Arnold might catch him.
Arnold caught him on the 5-yard line.
They were sitting dead red on that one.
Yep, absolutely.
Cade Hayes with the interception. Trumann still playing hard. Like to see that. 9 minutes left in the ball game.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of a lazy throw out there.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's everybody's a little bit.
Fellas, our starting defense is back out as well.
Starting defense back out.
Right.
Okay.
Rolford's in the backfield in the pistol formation. Rolford gets the handoff again. He gets to the outside, and he's going to walk in the end zone. Another touchdown for Trumann. 8:30 left in the fourth. 42-14. Trumann will go for 2. Got to stay focused, guys.
We do indeed.
And this is something Jared and I talked about at halftime, really, is that maintaining that focus.
Rolford gets the handoff. Redskins hit him in the backfield and bring him down. 2-point conversion's no good.
Yep, Austin George cleaning that up for the Skins defense.
No good. 42-14. Clock continues to run. 7:40 and counting.
John's is a cozy dining establishment that specializes in serving high-quality steaks, mouth-watering catfish, and daily plate lunch specials. As one satisfied customer said, It's the kind of place where you can enjoy good country fare, solid and filling, like the kind your grandmother served you on Sunday after church.
The Randolph County Chamber of Commerce is a voluntary organization composed of business and professional men and women and other citizens who believe that through united action the progress of its community can be materially enhanced and that living conditions can be continuously improved.
All right, Trumann on the board once again. Second score here in the second half.
Another onside kick probably on the way here, Brock.
Yeah. Looks like we've got our first team out there again, our kickoff return team. Got Matt Womack up front, Swan up front, Balt's behind him.
I'm with y'all now. I want to see it go to Recio.
From Walnut Ridge, Rivercrest now up 36-22.
Yeah, and I've got Southside pulling away from Highland. They're up 31-6, 4:54 left in the third quarter.
Camp takes it this time. Camp don't go down. He wants to run the football.
Yep, good job there by Mr. Camp hanging on to that football and recovering that onside kick.
He didn't want to let it go, guys.
He did not.
.540 left here in the ball game. Your Redskins lead 42-14.
You see the Trumann roster there, brother.
Stay tuned at the end of the game for the Buckeyes post game. We'll run through the stats with you one more time and a few analysis. Look forward to the game next week. Talk about it. James wants to throw the football down the field. He's got Arnold down the sideline. Catch by Arnold. 18-yard line. What a catch by the senior Brendan Arnold.
Yeah, perfect throw and good catch by Arnold. Go up and get that thing.
I'm glad to see James shake off that last interception and throw that ball with authority.
He's not thrown very many errant passes this year. They've all been on the money. Had a little, we've struggled with pass protection at times, but it's really been overall pretty good. Other than one drive tonight, it's been pretty good.
And from what Jared, you're going to, because you got the best memory because you're the youngest, but James he got slung down there.
Lane Tiedemeyer.
James's interceptions earlier in the year, that we've had another interception on that little hitch pass, right?
Correct.
So it's not the deep balls that he's flying on as much. It's just that quick hitter.
Right. As we've seen him stay in the pocket, his passes have been more accurate. There at the beginning when we had him rolling out, I think he had 2 on that deep ball. One there in the end zone against Salem. He was trying to catch the Ballard, but it has been your shorter passes that he's trying to rush and get out there.
2nd and 14. Clock's under 3:30 now. James takes the snap. Going to be whistle.
It's going to be a false start there, guys.
Okay.
Oh, I was wrong.
Yeah. Play clock got down to 0. We're trying to run as much time off of it as we can, and just got down to nothing on us.
Game clock down to 3:14 remaining in the game.
Second and 19 now for the Skins. James takes a snap. Looks down there for Priest. Oh, batted away right at the last second.
Yeah, good defense there.
Yeah.
Real good defense there by Trumann.
The Trumann kid is acting like he just saved the game. It's like, son, you're down by 40. But he's having a good time.
He's having a good time. He may be a sophomore. That might
He may be.
You know, guys, I'd like to see that seam pass to Ryder Balch down the middle again. Looked fantastic against Gosnell. I'd like to see it again.
And Ryder only scores touchdowns.
That's right.
This time they hand it to Lane Thielemeyer, and he gets negative yards.
There's a flag on the play, guys. I'm not sure.
I thought there was one at the end of it.
It could either be a horse collar or a holding.
Yeah, I didn't see what.
Well, the clock's ticking anyway, so whatever they decide, it's a minute 40 left.
Take all the time you want, Mr. Whitehat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. It's a 5-yard face mask.
Accidental
face mask.
Whoops.
Didn't mean to.
Redskins taking their time. I almost said shot clock. Play clock, 20 seconds. Won't be long until we see shot clocks.
We're getting close.
Getting closer.
Redskins will take their time. Could be the last play of the game. Yep. James going to kneel on it. 58 seconds and counting. We're going to have to kneel on it one more time.
Hey, Brock, you were talking about
maybe
the basketball. I asked Coach Pills how the basketball team was shaping up this year, and he said, I really don't know because they all play football.
Well, that's good for us,
Yeah.
football, bad for them in basketball. But I bet they'll be in shape.
Yeah.
27 seconds left. Game clock's 20, and the play clock is 2-1. Redskins will take the penalty, and that'll
run it off.
Yep, that'll run it out. So, final score here at Trumann, Arkansas, 42-14. Your Redskins win. Stay tuned after our sponsors here for the Buckeye postgame show.
Folks, back from Trumann with your Buckeyes post-game wrap-up. Redskins take this one tonight, 42-14. Jarrett, give us a final stats rundown.
You know, phenomenal job by these young skins tonight. James finishes the night 12 for 15, 80% completions for 204 yards. He finishes with 16 carries for 121 yards. Ballard finishes 17 carries, 73 yards. Later in the game, we got to see Thielemeyer run the ball a bit. He wasn't able to get much positive yardage, but he still did a phenomenal job stepping in there. And so, leading for that, your Don Steakhouse offensive player of the game is going to be Spencer James this week. As we've said, each week he continues to get better and better and better. Tonight, he was unstoppable, it seemed like. He had a phenomenal night. Brendan Arnold had a phenomenal night. 4 receptions for 101 yards. Priest falls behind him, 3 receptions for 16. Ballard had 2 for 17, and Swan 2 for 22. Defensively, your Rancho Bravo defensive player of the game is going to be number 2, Brendan Arnold. He had that fumble recovery in that first possession there from Trumann, and then he followed that up with the pick six and 3 tackles for the night as well. Defensively, we played wonderful all night long. Everyone crowded the ball. We didn't have very many missed tackles. They were creating turnovers, playing fantastically.
So Redskins run their record to 3-3 on the year, run it to 1-2 in conference, and Trumann should take a step below us. They should move us up to 4th in the conference. We don't have any late numbers, but I think Brooklyn and Gosnell, Southside and Gosnell, going to go ahead and take care of business tonight. This runs Trumann's record to 2-5 and 1-3 in conference. So, man, there's a whole lot to be happy about tonight. Whole lot to be happy about. My buddy down the aisle here broadcasting the game tonight for Trumann, he said, he normally calls the games for Westside. He said, man, I hate to see you guys getting this good, this right, stepping into Westside week. So anyway, we're going to wrap it up here from Trumann. Look forward to seeing everybody back at Schoonover Stadium next Friday night for homecoming against Westside. Junior high on Thursday night will be at Westside. We only got 2 games left in the season for those undefeated junior skins, and the same for the undefeated 7th grade team. Guys, we're going to wrap it up. For Brock Thielemeyer, for Jarrett Thompson, for Aaron Baltz, for Dane Dillion, and for Mark Holt, this is Mike Thompson signing.